Hi everybody, welcome to EDU 291 Children's Literature. My name is Georgia Utzi and I will be your instructor for the semester. I am so excited you're here and just wanted to take some time to walk through just the housekeeping of the course to kind of get you affiliated and comfortable with how our course will run for the semester. So if you are listening to this, you are in the right place. This is just our overview page. You know that this is check your course section to make sure that that is correct. This is my name. I prefer that you use the Canvas email because it comes to me directly and I very rarely ever miss a Canvas email. So please use my Canvas email as your method of contact. I am available for meeting via Google Hangouts or a phone conversation by appointment. So just let me know if you do need to ever have a face-to-face discussion or a phone chat, and I'm more than happy to do so. Please allow up to 48 hours for an email response. I typically respond much sooner than that, but every so often I might need a little leeway there. So here's our course description and our course structure. You want to plan for about 9 hours of weekly reading and studying in this class. This is an online on your own time course, which means we do not have a weekly time where we meet together as a class. This will all be done on your own time. So between the assignments and the reading, do give yourself about 9 hours a week to get everything completed. Here is information on accessing your Canvas email. Please always remember to be kind and respectful and show netiquette as you move throughout the course and communicate with your peers. If you have any questions on how to navigate Canvas, if this is your first time using Canvas course, your first online course, I strongly encourage you to click on Canvas 101 and do a little practice, or you can just watch the Canvas videos. But it is very helpful if this is your first time trying to navigate the course. Okay, once you've kind of reviewed the homepage, you want to click on modules because that's really where the meat of our course is going to be. And you'll see here that we have our Getting Started module. And it kind of lets you know what the minimum computer skills are, technical help, student support if you need it. You can click here and you will find our fall syllabus. It is located right here, embedded within our course. I do recommend that you take a time to cruise through the syllabus, and if you have any questions about it, please email me via Canvas and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have. Another important tool for our course is this assignment course outline, or sometimes I refer to it as the assignment check sheet. Because our modules are locked until about a week before they are ready to open, I have provided this assignment course outline for you to just get a preview of what to expect within our course. It is highlighted by the week, so week 1 you can see you have all of your introduction activities that are due. And then it just goes on to explain the various things that are due in the weeks all the way down until the end of the course. So this is a really helpful resource in your time management and to help you plan throughout the semester. Okay, as we click back into modules, you're still in the Getting Started section. Here is our introduction assignments. You can see that we have a syllabus acknowledgement form, introduction discussion forum, and a welcome email that are all due by Thursday of this week. And the purpose of that is to make sure that you are attending this course during our first week. The welcome email is going to be located in your Canvas email. This is to ensure that I know that you know where to find your Canvas email and that you give me just a little introduction. I have the opportunity to give an introduction back to you. So check your Canvas email and you should find a email from me waiting for you, and go ahead and respond to that. Once you've responded, please click back over here and reply, I have responded to the welcome email. This will ensure that Canvas marks this assignment as complete. A couple other things here that I wanted to go over is the program survey. If you are in other early childhood courses, you can put all 3 or all 2 or however many you're taking of the instructors' names in the survey where it asks for name. You do not have to fill this survey out multiple times. So if you fill it out once, make sure you put all the teachers that are asking for it, and you will be one and done. You will also want to complete the technology readiness survey. Sometimes my students, for some reason, have a hard time accessing the embedded survey. As you can see, it's embedded in my course, but if you don't see it embedded here, you can always click on this link here and it will take you to the survey. So either way, make sure that you do complete the survey either through this embedded survey here or through the link. And we do have an extra credit that is due the first Sunday of the course opening, and that's being a part of the Google group for Ed Rising. So if you're interested in that and you want to earn some extra credit, go ahead and follow the directions, and you will be able to receive some extra credit. So that's pretty much what you are looking to do for our first week. Just a lot of housekeeping welcome things. Once you've scrolled down beyond the introduction week, you will see this section that says literature study books. And this is just where I'm housing kind of a little overview of the 3 literature studies that we will be completing in our course. Our first literature study is going to be with the book Because of Winn-Dixie, and I have provided a link to the book here so you can read it online if that is your preference. That book must be read by or before week 6. Our next literature study is due in week 10, so you'll want to have this book completed by week 10, and that is The Hunger Games. And I have provided a e-version or a PDF version of The Hunger Games here. So for these 2 literature studies, you do not have to access a hard copy of the books. But we do have a 3rd literature study, which is The Invention of Hugo Cabret, and we do not have an online version of this book, unfortunately. But it is such a beautiful and amazing book. You will be so happy to actually have it in hand. So this final literature study is actually due it's the last submission of the course. So it's not due until the end of the class, but you will want to access a hard copy of The Invention of Hugo Cabret in order to complete that final literature study. So just keep that in mind. I do recommend getting a copy of it sooner rather than later because it is a very long book, mostly of beautiful illustrations, but when you get your hands on it, you'll see it's a big book. So don't be intimidated by it though, because it is primarily illustrations. It's beautiful. So as soon as you're ready, go ahead and begin reading Hugo. I recommend reading a couple of pages, maybe a day, just to keep it going and savor it, because it's a gorgeous book. So keep that in mind as you are preparing for this course. My next block here is to give you an overview of our service learning requirement for this course. I'm not going to go over every single service learning component here in this video, but just to let you know, this is here to give you a heads up that this course does require 15 hours of service learning. And we have various assignments embedded within to help you stay on track. So by week 3, you will want to submit your service learning orientation. This is watching a video, and it will be marked as complete. So once you have watched it. So by week 3, you want to complete that. By week 5, you will want to submit your initial service learning paperwork. This is giving you a chance. It's giving you 5 weeks to find a placement for your service learning experience and get all of that required paperwork in. And then during week 6 and week 12, all throughout that time, that will be the opportunity that you'll want to start completing those 15 hours. So just kind of keep that in mind as you are planning for this course, that there is that requirement there. In week 13, you will submit your final assignments, which is the service learning log of hours. There is a service learning reflection log and an assignment which is called the service learning book card, and it's all tied to the experiences that you have had throughout the course in service learning. So just kind of keep that in mind as you are preparing for the class. I put this up here at the top so it will be kind of on the forefront of your mind. Here is the service learning orientation link. Here is the required paperwork, the reflection log and template. Again, it's not due till the end of the course. And you can see that the orientation is due on these specific dates. If you have questions about service learning, please send me an email through Canvas soon so that we can get the conversation going and just kind of decide what's going to work for you, and be ready by about week 3 to kind of get this service learning rolling. Okay, so now we're scrolling into Module 1. Module 1 is the first of 6 modules that we have in this class. The way that this course is structured is there will always be an overview of the module in this section. So you can see we've got the spotlight of books, the competencies, our objectives, our various assignments and resources. So whenever the beginning of a module starts, you want to always check out this start of the module page. The next is our module resources, and this is how every module will be laid out. You will find the text of our book, our text readings, located here. So we have 2 readings specifically for this week. We have Module 1 reading the introduction and Module 1 reading selecting books. These 2 resources here, their readings, are what we want to consider our textbook. It's our open education resource. You will want to complete your reading organizer based on these readings. Occasionally, the module resources will have additional resources available just to further your learning for the week. So this week we have a Defining Children's Literature resource as well as a book format and genre resource. It's just to kind of continue your learning. Not every single module has these supplemental resources, but Module 1 does. Right here, our Miller article is directly tied with the literacy autobiography. So this is where you will access it. It's also loaded here in the course, in the assignment description. I will have an additional video going over this module, but going forward, as you kind of take a look at the module structure, you'll see once you get once you have scrolled down from the module resources, you'll see the assignments. The assignments will always have a instructional video kind of going over the assignment for the week and giving you a heads up of what's coming. So I do recommend always listening to these videos and watching them because it is helpful. Our first reading organizer is due on Tuesday of our second week of the class, and that is something you can plan on every week. We will always have a reading organizer due on Tuesday. Our next assignment is the literacy autobiography, and again, I will go over this in more detail in the next video, but this will be due on Sunday. You can see as we go into our week 3, we have a reading organizer due on Tuesday, a reading commentary, which is like a discussion board, that the initial post is due on Thursday, and your response post to that reading commentary is always due by Sunday. And this is the week that you want to submit that service learning orientation. Once you have completed it, it will be marked as done. Okay, everybody, I hope that was helpful in giving you an overview on how to access the course and navigate through the course. be on the lookout for the Module 1 introduction video that I will post to give you a better understanding of how to complete Module 1 assignments. All right, thank you for listening and welcome to Children's Literature.